Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back and good evening. Today we are on the day number 6 of our class. And today we are going to be a little bit more in the traversing mode, or I can say in the system side only. That is the main thing which has been need to be discussed here. Okay, so what I'm going to pick up today. Okay, let me on my this thing and we'll see. Okay, so on Friday we noticed that how I can create this particular user's account and things are here. Okay. Right. Sorry. Okay, but today we are going to be discuss something on this part, that what is a list view, form view, which we discuss, and we will do a little bit depth on the filtration as well. Okay, so now let's come on the list view. As I say that list view means when I come here and I click on, let's say, incident and click on the all. This is called the list view here. Okay. Being a service desk executive, being a operational guy, it's important for me to know that how quick I can traverse, I can travel, I can navigate in this particular area. Okay, because if someone is there and say no, you have to be this thing, you have to be this thing, you have to be this thing, then it will take time. I need some shortcuts so that I can go and I can make the things clear quickly and work on that part. So list view is one of the first place where you can find a lot of information. Okay, even though we are still not reached to the level that where I can discuss on the table points or the table things. But if you see on this particular screen, I have like this section is there, then these are the something three lines, this icon, this is there, some new is there, and all the things is there. So everything has a purpose, everything has a meaning here. Okay, if you see on the top level, these three called the list control, which means that how you can control your list, this one, which help you to view, which help you to filter, which help you to group, help you to show, refresh, and favorite. What this means specifically, when I say view means out of the box, ServiceNow provide me few views. In simple layman language, view means how you want to show this to other person. This is what the meaning of the view I can say, simple. Okay, this is what I can say, it's the meaning of the view here. If I change the view, maybe few fields will be hidden and few fields new will be come here. Okay, generally we did not see the view here, we will see the view on the form level. Okay, that is the first part. Second, the filter. It says the edit the personal filter. It means in ServiceNow, this is available for every user that he or she can create its own predefined or its own list view. I don't want these 7 fields to be there. I don't want these 7 columns to be there. I want only 5 or 6. I want to be rearrange this. I want to be remove this. I want to be add few more. So this is what called the edit personal filters. Okay, so you can say none, active. I want to see just active, assigned to me, closed, incident mobile, incident portal, my open incidents. This is what you can do. So if I say this, edit this, it will say now tell me nothing is there. So you can say user is this part. Okay, and now you can see it is coming on this filter table. So I can go and I can create my own filter as well, which I want to be shown there. You can click here on the new and you can create that part. That is the first way to do this thing. But it is a little complicated. Also 2 clicks, 3 clicks need to be do. So what we do, let me go back. Okay, and I can do the filtration on the basis of this, which is already a predefined given by ServiceNow, or I can create from this as well. This particular icon is called the funnel icon. Okay, and we use this funnel icon to make our work quick, to make the things quicker. And how this can be done? I can do any kind of a filtration via this funnel icon. These are not the limited fields. I'm again telling you, in an incident table, you will find 30, 40, 50 fields. But here I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, max 10 are there, right? So if I want to do some kind of a filtration, I can go here. I need to know the field name. Let's say I can say priority is what? Critical, high, moderate, or low. This is which is the predefined, which is becoming as a reference. They will come like this. But if I say date, let's say created. Created is on a date. So now you can see a lot of these things. So this is called field. This is called operator, and this is called value. From the CS examination, this is an important question. This question can become that what these three called: field, operator, and value. And your operator depend on your field or the option. And on the basis of your operator, your value will be changed. Let's say if I say urgency. So now you can see now operators has been changed and options also get changed. So I can select urgency is low, or let's say priority is low. You can put and or condition, and impact is medium. Click on the run here. You get the results. Number 1 point. Atul, I am a incident manager and I need to be work only these particular condition every day. Is any option available? Then what you can do, click on this funnel icon and click on the save filter, and you can put the name here. Let's say LNG. Do you want it to visible to everybody? Yes. And click on the save here. Now this is what filter has been created. Go there, filter, and you can see your filter is there now. The same thing you can do with the other way. When I say click edit the personal filters, that is the one way. No, Atul, this is not the looking good. Again, I have to come here, go here, and do what you want to do. You can create the favorite as well for this one. Okay, or you can pin the filter as well. Anything you want, you can do that part. Okay, but now let's say I'm removing this option and I am adding one more. Or priority is 5 or priority is 3. And start description starts with, see now I'm going on the text format. So this operator has been changed. Contains word problem and run. Now it's run and it is show the results where the word problem has been given. It's a contains. But now again, ROC is so smart. He's saying, no, Tul, I'm not happy. I need a little bit more. Okay, result you get it, but I need that problem should be appear or it's coming in any type of incident, in any priority of incident. Then shall I go ahead and remove this 1, 2, 3? No. What you have to do? Let's run again. You have to come here and just click on this. You can see a cross line. As soon as you click on this, it's gone. This is what we can do on the filtration part. Now let's click on the all. Do you think that we need to be still go in the funnel icon and search and all the things? We are smart guys. We are know the service now better. So what I can do, I can go here and put asterisk. Asterisk says it means contain. let's say word email, enter. The same thing done, and now you can see query also generated, contains email. I want priority. Planning is there. So you can do this thing, it means, right? Now, that is also fine, looks good. But the point is that I want to see that how many incidents are related to or has been tagged in the priority one. It means I'm looking for something called the group by. So you can do the group by this, or you can do the group by like this. Right click and you can see group by. You can export as well in Excel, CSV, JSON, PDF. OK. Multiple options are there. You can do A to Z, Z to A. You can create the visual dashboard. This we will discuss in the later on. OK, you can create the pie charts or bar charts from this particular part, but this will not work on that date. So now if you go and you can see it's not showing the group by. Why? Because date contains seconds as well. And that is creating a huge data. So there's a no group by. It is very rare that two incidents created in the same time period, even though seconds are also same. Very rare chance. So these things not work here. But rest you can do. Export you can do easily. Excel, CSV, XML, JSON, you can do that part very easily. OK. Now I'm not happy. I want few more fields here. Then go to this gear icon. This is called the personalized list. This is called personalized list, where you can personalize as per your requirement. It is not visible to me. It is not visible to anybody else. It is visible to me. Right click. And now this is called the slush buckets. One to other. This is given by service now. Let's say active row highlighted. And this is what I am adding. So let's say I can add shift and down arrow key and move or double click. Click OK. But always remember, do we need these many fields on the list view? Don't overuse anything. So now you can see these will be there. See, you can download if you want, you can download as well. That's fine. Nothing to be worried on that part. OK, you can search from here as well. These options. Let's say state. New. It is saying greater than new. So let's say state. So we find out. Greater than resolved means closed only. Now the question comes. How the system know that new is less than the resolve? How the system can say that new is less than the resolve? Because in the background there are some digits as I mentioned. We will discuss when we go for the table level discussions. OK. Now this is what done. Here you can do and you can create the favorite as well. Let's say I'm using this query again and again. Go here, click on the create favorite. Same option will be available here, which we discuss. Top level you want to put or more you want to put, anything you want to put, you can do as per your way. And this is a new version, new feature has been introduced by ServiceNow in the Utah release. It was not earlier there. So I can create my favorites. That's done for me. Now one more thing which is part of CS examination, what these called. Anybody idea what these called? And what these called?
Atul, can you move the mouse? Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah,
what
was the
called?
question?
What these?
I couldn't see the point.
These called?
Fields.
What fields?
Table fields.
What tables?
List fields.
What table fields?
Columns. This is called columns.
No.
That is?
These are called the list view field label. These. And this is called the list view field value. That is I'm saying that now everything has a meaning, everything has a purpose, everything has a name here. These are called the list view labels, field labels. This is called the list view field value. Now, if you see here, these options are available. Now, if you see here, only these options are available. Like I have 2000 records. Let's say I click on the all here. I have 2000 record, I have 5000 record. I want to just see only and only those records where the state is new. Two options. Go here, put new, or second option, go here, right click, show matching. Show matching means it will take out everything, just keep new. Let's say this thing. And smartly you notice on the above, it is the query is also getting built up. No, Tul, I don't want new. Rest everything I want. No problem. Click on this all. Filter out. It will be out. So now see. State is not new or state is not null. Remove those, rest you should keep it there. I got my results here. One more thing, if you remember that I say that there's a role available called the list updater rule, right? Anybody remember? List updater rule. What it do? If you give that role to any user, he or she can update the field value from the list view like this. I want to be change the short description of these 4 as a 1. LNG world. This thing only happen with the support of the list updater rule. Only with the list updater. If a user don't have a list updater, even though admin can do, but if you don't have a list updater rule, it will not work. So it's updating it. Why? Maybe possibly this has some interrelationship or the relationship with some problem or change as well. But now did you notice it has been changed? Can you change this? Maybe let's say try. I'm able to make a change. Why? Because as of now there's a no validation has been put on this particular place. So this is the another point. Now homework for you guys to be see here, to be get here. Number 1, try to navigate on this part. Okay. Now if you see, I can say show 10, 15, 20, 50 and 100. I want whenever any user login, he should get 20 row per pages. See, by default, if I say here, if I click on this all, I can see 67. Why? Because I select show as 100. But I want whenever my user login, he should be able to see only 20 records per page. 20 rows per page, not records. Check from where these things can be changed. Okay, you can search. So now if you see here, I can search from here. I can click on this and I can search from here as well. Let's say I get for David Miller, David Lou, because I did not say. Now if I say like this, it means where the name starts with. If I put asterisk, name contains, see, and if I put name end with David, this is what the tricks. Maybe it's not for everybody, but as a consultant I should know, because sometimes I need to do quickly checkup of the records and I should know these tricks that how to be navigate this part. Now if I click here and I go here, see how many fields are available. I can bring anything on. slush bucket. Let's say compactor, what it do? Something has been done. Now you can see it's 20, it's showing 20 only. Right. So this is what we need to be. So you can do the filtration, you can do the navigation on any place. I can. Good.
So when you right click on the field, you see an option to update, right? Update selected, update all.
Yes. Coming to that.
So can you tell the difference on that?
So now if you see this, okay, and go here, update selected only. It means you want to update something on that part. Yes. So these two records will be updated. One by one it will open and it will be get updated. Why showing like weird thing? But it's getting a new one. Come on. Let me do this check again. Update. Why it's showing update selected? Okay, sorry. If you click on this update selected, you can. No, something else is there. If it's getting a new one, that's my point. It should not get new one. Maybe some other logic has been on that part.
Yeah, actually, it's exactly like what you showed last update, right? You clicked on one and then you press Control and selected all. So I think it is there because I remember doing this like 5-6 years ago, but I forgot.
Maybe I'm missing something like this. So you can do like this, okay, or you can do update all. Update the entire list of 67 years.
Yeah.
67 records. So something logic has been written on this part. Generally, we avoid these things to our users. So generally, we say if you want to update, select and you can do this part and you can click on that. Now, sometime question come, how I can open this incident in another window? Right click here. So I need two options. Number one, you can go and click on eye icon and you can see the preview on the screen itself. Like this small window, or control and click. It will open the other window. So this way you can open it. Generally, I prefer control and this because it is quickly open in the other window. Okay. Now one more thing, Atul, ServiceNow is so advanced, they're going so fast. Why we're still writing our queries like this only? Priority is this. So ServiceNow has a concept called the natural language filter here. Click on this. And here you have to write your query. Priority is low. Priority. So it's a priority. It did not understand that why, what am I looking for? So it's a go back. Sometimes it did not work for me, not sure why. Okay. And ask. No, maybe something wrong in the condition builder only, or maybe improve your query. Okay, sorting group by dates like this, filtering like this, start with this. Okay, let me write again. Oh, it is like, let's find something for me. Hope so, yes. So by this way, you can do. This natural filter or this natural language is available on the reports as well. You can write your queries, at least quick wins we can do by this way. Or it is a good way to be impress your customer that okay, this thing also be done, this can also be done by this way. So this part we can do. Number of things we can add. So like they're sharing the tips as well that how you can improve. So these things, dates, putting filter, other information like this. Show me all P1 incident by to my team. So like this one, P1 assigned. Let's say Anyone assigned? Nothing. It did not find out my query. I said it did not work sometime for me. Or let's try to add this in. Let's try to this option only. It will work or not. Nothing is there for my team. But the query run. That is a good point. Show me incident where M is low. Let's see, will it run? It's okay. Let me remove this. Yes, it run. So you can try to use the normal English as well. And they're enhancing these things because that is be must, that is be required, so that they can enhance and they can work on that part. Okay, clear till this point. Any doubt?
Okay.
Jyoti, Hima, Amber.
No, sir.
Okay, good. Means you can do anything. Now if I say, can I change something? Let's see this thing updated by. It's saying security prevents writing this field. It means there is some access control has been mentioned, which is not allowing you to make a change in this particular field now. This is also we will see in our ACL part. Okay.
We can also create a charts visualization through this, right?
Yes. So like if I go here, priority, bar charts, or two things only, bar chart or pie charts mainly. Click on the bar charts. It will get a bar chart for me. It will nothing. It will do a report for me. In short, if I can say, change it. So like it's creating now for me. See, it has been created. It created the report with the same name. And you can see the bars are here. Totally up to you. Bar chart, pie chart you want to do. Generally, we do from this way only, or the reporting side as well. Okay. Now let me come back here. And anything else which I need to be discussed? We discuss a fresh show list, and this is there. Right click has been done. Assign to assign. Okay, one more thing. Good. Tagging, even though I guess this option is also I added in my agenda. Sometimes what happens, like if you notice that you go to some medical store and you say that boss, I need this specific medicine. He check in his laptop in his inventory and say, sir, it is not available, but something similar is available like this. What is that? That is called the tag, or you can say that is called the metadata. Same thing we can do here. Generally, I read one post on the LinkedIn. Someone mentioned that nowadays, if you ask that there's an opening in my company, people start sending you the lot of CVs, and the CVs are not in the proper format. So I added one comment as well in that particular post that we should also add the tags in our documents as well. Like if I show you, let me say this is my Excel sheet. If I'm going and click on the save as, and let's say I want to put here only, then you can see the tag. What this tag will do for me. This tag will help me when I'm searching this document in my laptop. It will find out for me. Now the question comes, Atul, what is the benefit of this in service now? Let's be practical. So tag basically sometimes what happens that I want to point out, I want to keep an eye. I will not keep an eye. Basically, I want to make sure that this incident should be little different. Whenever I search, this type of incident should become, but it is a manual work. So what I can do, let me do one thing. Let me open any incident here. Okay. So I can go here and I can create the tags. LNG. So my ITSM. Few tags given by ServiceNow as well. And I can say now has been done. Now I'll come here. Now I want to see that how many changes, how many incidents I created for LNG. So what I can do, I can go here and say tags is this. So only one incident is there. So tagging help you. Basically, tagging is like a sticky note that you put it somewhere so that you remember that okay, this is be there. But sticky note is visible every time. Tags are a little bit hide. But yes, it is a good functionality. You can go here and you can create some system defined tags as well. Like it's a system tags. So these are the tags given by system. You want to create, you can create your own. Now, if you see the tag which I created is there. Yes, it is by default added in the system. I still remember that for one of my clients I was working, they specifically asked me create these 30 tags and make sure that these tags should not be available or visible to anybody else because they want to use it for their own purpose. So we done this part. So now if you open this tag, you can see who is the owner, type standard, most active records, where you want to be sure that part specifically visible to whom, group, user, everybody. Or if I say group, then pop-up will become like this, will be there like this. And then you can see here that how many incidents are available. So you can do the both side. Either you can go from incident and check, or either you can come here and check how many incidents has been marked on this particular part. This is what the basically meaning of the tagging in ServiceNow. Okay. Now, if I come here and see quickly, so list view we discuss, form view we're going to discuss, global search done, filter we done, sidebar we discuss on that day as well. That this is what sidebar called. You can talk, chat basically. You can do this is what ServiceNow added. You can remove as well, dismiss, or you can leave the discussions. Like I'm leaving this meeting. Now nothing is forming this particular part. I can leave the discussion. I can delete the discussion. Let's not dismiss this. Nothing is there. But from here, you cannot start a new conversation. To start a new conversation, you have to be go, and then you have to be maybe you have to go to the incident record like this. From here, you only can do this part, not this thing. So now you can see that these 4 has been added. Maybe these 4 are coming from some other work list or maybe assigned to maybe some other users for this particular part. So this becomes this 4 or 5 people are there. I don't want this. I don't want this. I want this. Start discussion. So group chat has been started in ServiceNow itself. And here you can do and you can check. One more thing important. Maybe you have a question. Atul, let's say I am a service desk agent. I discuss with my customer. Will these comments getting updated in my chat? I'm not sure. As of now, I don't think that they are be getting added in the work notes. But maybe future can be possible. So that can be still a open question that will it be done or not, or any option available that I can do it. So like you can do some quick actions as well. Some copy and something is there. Okay, you can mark it as a favorite. You can check the discussion info complete. What about this? What are the participants kind of things you can do? This is what the tagging says. Now let's come on the other part of ServiceNow or other view I can say. And this is called the form view. Karta dharta yahi hai. Everything will be happen here only. And believe me, every record has its own form view. Because like if I say, guys, can you compare orange and car? Atul, come on. What you're saying? How we can compare orange and car? The same thing applicable here. So maybe On a single form, you get only 2 or 3 fields, but on a form you will get multiple fields as well. So that is important to be understand. Now what we need to be understand specifically here, that what it contains. This form view also have a lot of things to be discussed. Number one, on the this thing you can see, this is called the context menu. This one gray area, this is called the context menu. This is called the back. This is called the additional actions. Like this. These options are called the UI action. Okay. This is called the UI actions. This is my incident table. This is my table number. And if I click on this context menu, I can still see the UI actions. These buttons are again called the UI action. Up and down arrow key. I can go to next record as well. Next to next. See. I can move it to the next one. See, I'm on the number 3 now. This is called the more options. Why I'm telling? Because these are the questions can be asked in the CS examination. When I click on this, I can email from this record. I can add the template management we have, so we will discuss in the later on, and we can add the tags. Now, personalized form. I am a user. I don't want to see a lot of fields available. I can personalize. I want only assign to assignment group. Category, I don't want this. I don't want this. I want this. Configuration description. I don't want this. This problem and this. Done. It's my form. That is what it's saying. Personalized form. Did I say that it is applicable for everybody? No. This is my personalized form. I want to see only these many fields. So I removed it. Want to reset? Reset it. It will be back again. For everything will be back again. Now you can see. Why it's not reset? Now, yeah, now it has been done. Okay, this is called the activity stream. That's called the heartbeat. You can see these are the activities. If you did anything on your record, from adding space to dot to writing paragraphs of the stories or the letters, tables to videos to photographs for images, anything you want, attachment, everything get captured in the activities. Another important point, if anything has been added, specifically in case of attachment, you can remove the attachment, but still it will be captured in the activities section. This is the place where or which has been used by the auditors to do the audits. Okay, there are options to delete the records from this particular activity stream as well, but that's not recommended. I work in a project where we need to do these things because we are working in the domain separation environment. By mistake, I put the wrong information in the other ticket, which should not be visible to the other users. In that case, we have to be deleted. But practically not recommended. I can see here that what are the filters assigned to attachment. These things I can do. If I want to filter out something like this. OK, now another point and homework for you guys. As of now, you can see only these 3 things will be captured. How I want or where I can go and add more fields so that it should be captured in the activity logs. I want if anybody change subcategory, it should come. Let's say save. Let's say, is it coming? No, not coming. Coming, yes, but why it's not becoming? Maybe it's not captured in the audit logs. So go and find out that where this has been mentioned, that these will be captured in the activity log. OK, now on this form, if you say this is called the top view, or I can say the main form. When you see these options, these are called the sections. Any sections you want to create, you can create. That's fine. Then if you see these related links, these are again nothing else. This is a UI action only, but in the form of this. The format has been changed. Okay. So this is what be here. Now, if I go to the next, these are called the related list. I always give example in my trainings about these things. When we have a marriage at home or birthday function, something good or bad be happen in the life, we always found few people around us, and those are called, in fancy words, those are called friends and family. In layman language, we called relatives, neighborhoods. What this related list says here, that the records which are able to see in these sections 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and you can add more, those are staying in some other home, but they are always there to support you. Let's say my sister, she's married now. She came to house, she stayed for a few days and she gone, right? But it doesn't mean that whenever I need her, she did not pick up my call, or she did not support me. She always support me. This is what the related list means here. So these records are supporting your primary record only, so that it should look good. Now if I say, let's say, nothing to be said, but let's say, okay, there's a person X who is getting married. How will be it good if he going alone for the marriage? Nobody's with him. Sorry, he alone. He get up as a groom and pick up his car and drive and reach in the mandap, and all the things will be happen. But people say, hey, where are your relatives, friends, and family? It means that has a no related records, not related list. But in the same manner, these are the things, these are the records, these are the points which make my record a good format. Now, if you see, few are the primary records, and also remember that related list can be changed as per the as per the record. For the incident, it can be 4. For the change, it can be 7. For the task, it can be 2. For problem, it can be 5. And we can add as well. We can enhance as well. Okay, so these things are UI actions. Personalize icon. Personalize icon is not, sorry, not no personalize icon here. Again, list controls, funnel icons are there. Things are there. Because this is not the part of our course that I need to be tell these things, that how this work. But yes, we need to be discuss on this part. Now, if I go and right click, I have a lot of options here. If you guys are preparing for your ITSM examination, ServiceNow ITSM examination, then you have to be go through these things very carefully, because these type of questions come in the discussion. Okay, so for us as an admin, important is these 3 or these 1 and 2. 1 is configure. It means if I want to make a change in this form, how I can do? These are the 2 ways. If I want to make a change in this related list, right click and configure related list are there. Okay. If I want to see, let's say marriage is one of the place, or the deaths are the one of the place where you can see your actual relatives. You can go to all. If I click on all, it means anything which is related to this particular table, not a record, I'm saying particular table, you can see in one place. So in this particular table, incident table, 75 business sold, 28 client scripts, 200 dictionary entries. What is dictionary entries? Anybody know? What is dictionary entries? Come on, everybody know. You guys know. Okay, tell me, what is this? Name, honor, and type.
The fields what we are entering.
Sorry?
The fields what we are entering.
Fields. In ServiceNow language, these fields are called the dictionaries entry. So you can see and you can see these things. See, all of the dictionary entries are there. Then you can see how many have been overwritten. We will have this topic. How many notification has been configured on this table? How many UI action? The buttons which I'm saying, 54 UI action has been defined on this. How many access control, UI policy, data policy, style. See how, let's say if I go here, I want and click on open. Why this red color dot is coming? You can check in the style. It's coming from somewhere here only. You can define the background colors. View rule, nothing is there. Flow, only one flow has been given. That's all. Nothing is there. And we say create a new Google sheet when this account has been updated. Maybe some other flow has been written. So from where we can get all this information from one place, that is called the record. Go to form, right click, configure and get all. If you want to see individual, you can see individual as well, no problem. Form design and form layout we will discuss when we go for our table level points. Okay. Now let me add something more here. If you see, there are the different fields are available. These are labels, fields. Okay, this is like a normal text, but this is something different. It has some magnifier glass. This has some drop down, again magnifier, again normal text. Something is there. Normal, drop down. These things are there. What these field types are. I'm sure that when you're studying in your graduation or the post graduation or before that, there's a concept when you create any function that we have to be define the variable type, that what type of value this variable will be stored. You will not believe now when I'm giving this training, I'm actually realizing that time I was doing very foolish things. I was not aware that I did not understand what is the meaning of the variable type. Now I understand what is the meaning of the variable type. So here it's called dictionary type, that what type of data you want to put. If I say this thing, a magnify glass, it means it is a reference field. What this mean? That the value which is coming here is referring to some coming from other table. Like same example, my sister is coming at my home after marriage. So what I say to my friends, hey, my sister is there. Where she live? She live in some other place. It means her actual place is somewhere else, but she came here to stay with us for some time. This is what we call as a reference field. So now how you can check, right click and come the show caller ID and you can see it's a type of reference. And from where it is becoming? It is becoming from the incident table only. This point is coming very soon. After 1 or 2 days, it will be coming very soon for discussion. Okay, so this is the first part. Now, if you see these things, subcategory, what do you think? These are drop-down values. Arus, these are the drop-down values.
Yeah, there's a drop-down.
No, these are not the drop-down values. Click on the subcategory. See, what is the type?
Okay.
Surprising, right?
String.
Yeah.
Now if I say in my layman language, my beard is going white now, still I'm thinking it's a drop-down value. Generally, it has been introduced. Something is coming in this box, it is a drop-down value, but ServiceNow say no, it's not a drop-down value. It is a string value. And you will be surprised to know if I open this, let's say open this and go to show choice list. It is coming from the sys underscore choice table. That is another thing.
Yeah, so whatever comes from choice list table may not be drop down value, right?
But logically we say it's a drop down value, right? We say it's a drop down. This type is a drop down, right?
Yeah.
But the data is coming from sys choice, even though it is not a reference as well. If a reference, then it should be like this symbol.
Okay.
Right now, if I go on the impact, see, show impact, it is integer. अतुल ये तो गलत है, अब ये तो सरासर गलत है. What do you think, Jyoti, Hima, Amber? It means it's a text value, it's a string value only, but now it's integer value. What do you think, Arus?
Is it, the question? What was the question? Is it like why it's an integer value?
That's the point now. Why it is an integer value? Good. Because service now say, and again I'm putting from my experience only. Okay, this is what I learned from experience. That if I did not put the integer value, then it get a problem. Let's say I'm using incident change and problem. Okay. In an incident, I have a new as a state. In change, I have a new as a state. In a problem, I have new as a state. Okay. But I cannot use the new or what I can say. Okay, let me change that part. Let me change that part. Okay, why the integer value? Basically because maybe you are writing it as a new and you change the name from new to something else. To avoid that part, service now is putting as the integer value. So now if I'm a developer and I'm developing something, I never say my state is new. I say my state is 40. You notice this thing when I came here and I run that state greater than is new, state greater than resolve. How this calculated? This calculated with the help of this particular integer only. I'll show this. So now you can see here this 3 is the integer value. Let me click and show choices. See 1, 2, 3. So that instead of using this 1-2 or 2 medium or 3 low, it can get confused. People can change the value. Maybe in some other language it can be something different. But these values will be remain same always. Now if I go here in the choices, definitely we have a choices as well. Choices, no, in the choices we don't have. Let me show you the change record. So now if I come here and show you this thing, show choices. See now -5, -4, -3, -2 as well. Now if I see new, same going the same thing. Show matching. See, new has been used on the 12 places in the 12 tables. And everywhere the working can be different. The names can be different. So ServiceNow say, boss, use this value for your calculations. Sorry, for your logics, not the calculations. So they defined this as a value level. It is very tough to be digest now after working a lot of years in ServiceNow domain, that why it is built integer, but it has some backend database structure in that manner, which I can understand. Because if I practically say I am storing an integer value, but I'm showing as a text value as well. So now if you go here, let's say click on the new. So it's asking me, table and sequence, state, language, and value. Because label I guess I show, but value I can always use for my calculation purpose. Now if I go back here, let's say, let's open this one. Change request -5. So they're using it -5 here. They're showing to the customer as a new, or maybe because these are the system defined tables. There are still a lot of hidden things, at least for me, to be understand that how this -5 is coming on the change part, or how this new is coming. And basically value we use for the backend calculation, label we use for the front end, value we use for the backend. Like, could you please introduce Arus, your introduction please is a label. Arus, introduce please. It's a backend value. Meaning is both meaning is the same. Introduction and introduce both are the same meaning, but the way of storing is little different. So this is what a surprising thing here, that we have to be understand that what field is what. So now if you see priority, again show integer. But if you see on this assignment group, it is a reference. It is a reference field and coming from the CC user group table. Okay, so generally what we use in our form level, normal text, these drop down values, or I can say, see, it is still a drop down. The valued storing is a text. It is still a drop down, but the valued storing is a integer. This is the mechanism. This is the mechanism to show the data to the users. Nothing else, nothing else. Maybe in the background, some calculation, some logic has been built up which show only these value to us. But let me go and show choice list. Impact 3. See, label is showing like this. So they're showing the label, but in the background, when they want to do any workflow changes or any kind of a logic, they're using value. What they're using? State dot value is equal to 3. Then do this thing. State dot value greater than 2. Then do this thing. This is what we are doing here. Now, if I come back again on the change form. Now, if you see here, what is this? This is called the contextual search. Contextual search. And nothing to be write any code on this. It is a default. It's working like this. You have to be just add it in your form, and I guess do some mapping, and it will be done. This is a contextual search. Right click. I guess there's no right click work on this part. If I'm not wrong, yes, it did not work. Not sure why. No, it's not working because generally it is not available or available on the form until you do some activities, and it will go and search in these areas. From the ITSM examination perspective, this is an important point. So I'm putting the two experiences on your bucket now, from the CSC as well, from ITSM as well. Now this is the one thing. Now if you see watch list and the work note list, I need to keep my boss always in CC. This is called the watch list. So if you click and show, see the type glide list. And if you see this work note list, glide list, it means in these two options, in these two fields, I can add the user, and whenever my incident get updated or work notes has been added, they will get an email notification as well. This is what the purpose of this particular is there. But now what do you think? What is a work notes? It is a normal text box? No. Come on, what happened? No, not sure why it's not showing to me. No problem. These are called the journal entries. And even activity is also called the journal entries. Not sure why this right click is not working on this. So what you can do, go here, configure and all, because this is a topic which we are bringing tomorrow's for the table level discussion. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll discuss on the half day. We'll go for this thing. Let's go dictionary entries and search here. Name, column name, work notes. See, this is type called the journal input. And let's say customer visible. कहाँ गया? Any? There is nothing called the customer visible. Why? Oh, sorry, it's an additional command. My bad. Additional 96 and so we'll get it that part, and then you have to see that what type of field it is. It's this part is very interesting to be know and go in the depth of service now, that how this has been built up. So generally I say two things. Number one, have to understand the architecture of the tool, and after that try to understand these logics as well, that how this has been built up. Type is showing string, they're storing the this value, some other value as well. So like this, comments and work notes are journal list. Only comments are journal inputs. Maybe activities are there. Activities are not there, I guess. No, it's not there. So this is what basically we need to be covered in the today's. Let me see, anything has been left for this one. Okay, sections has been done. We will see that how to create the sections and related list, right? This has been done now. Let me come here. Yes, this has been completed. Yes. Any doubt, any question, any clarification by anybody? Tell me, guys.
No, though.
Jyoti, Hima.
No, sir.
Now you have access. Go and start navigating this tool. Do complete R&D, this, that, except deletion, do anything. I have no issues. Which just go and try it. That is what my recommendation here. Because it is a tool. More you guys will explore this tool, more you will learn actually. Otherwise, I will be able to share only that limited which I have, knowledge which I have. But more you will going to explore, that will be benefited for you. Okay, another question. Let me stop the recording and take a quick attendance now.